Hi guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 20 player review, and today guys we're the 85 rated player moments SBC Remy from Lille, the former Premier League player who obviously played for clubs such as Newcastle, QPR, Chelsea. I think also nearly once became a Liverpool player but failed the medical. I want to say that's correct. But anyway, he's been given a pretty cool sort of throwback card in FIFA 20, going from a 77 up to an 85 for this player moments card. He cost me in the region of 25,000 coins, and in the 3 games that I did play with, he scored me 6 goals and didn't get me any assists. And he also does have a 3-star big faults as well as 4-star skill moves. Moving along to some stats, his maintenance stats will be his 91 positioning, his 90 finishing, as well as his 88 composure, and finally his 88 shot power. And I did also have the Hulk chemistry style applied to this Loic Remy card, so a very nice increase, going up in overall by 8 ratings from that 77 to an 85, and I think this is a good card. Obviously, if you're someone like myself, I kind of grew up, he was playing in the Premier League, early 2010s, from like 2010 onwards or something. I think he started off at Chelsea, or maybe was he part of that Newcastle team under Alan Pardew and then went to Chelsea and then went to QPR? I can't exactly remember, but he did definitely play for those 3 clubs, and maybe even Crystal Palace, actually. I don't know. He played for a lot of awesome, all of the decent Premier League teams over his career, and in terms of how he's to use in FIFA, I think he's a good card. I mean, first of all, you can't expect the best player in the game for 50,000 coins. That's his current price. If you don't have anything already in your club of use to completing this SBC, he'll cost you 50k and no packs in return. Obviously, he knows from a decent league with the French league. Obviously, you can link him in with that new season's progress card from Lyon, whose name I still can't pronounce. You can link him in with Renato Sanchez, his Footman's card, if you did that. You can link him with that Valbuena SBC as well, so you can fit him fairly easy into a team. Is he the best striker in the game? No, he isn't, and you can't expect that for 50,000 coins, in my personal opinion. And I think that should be that should be the exact same for you guys. But for the price that he goes for, I do think he's decent value, and obviously that was evidenced in the 6 goals in the 3 games. Whether he continued that run over a long period of time, he probably wouldn't. But even so, it was kind of good to see that return on like an average of 2 goals per game. I thought, that's like a fantastic ratio. But anyways, first pro for me will actually be his finishing. He's got 91 positioning. He's got 90 finishing, 88 shot power. The Hawk chem style takes his positioning up to 99. Takes his finishing to 95, takes his shot power to 98. Yes, the 3-star big foot isn't the greatest. I've said that before about 3-star big foot not being, fantastic, but at the same time, his preferred foot was at least the right foot, which I certainly prefer. If it's a player where he's got a 3-star big foot and his preferred foot is the left, that's a much more of a problem for me, because I'm not a massive fan of left-footed players. But because his preferred foot was the right, I didn't find it to be that much of an issue. He might have still scored me maybe 1 goal out of the 6 on his left foot. I can't exactly remember, but you'd have to go and watch all the goals that he scored to see what foot he did hit his goals from off. But in general, I can't ignore his finishing. It was fantastic. Obviously, 6 goals in 2 games is genuinely a fantastic return in Division 5 rivals, so I was happy with that, and that will be the first pro to the card. The second pro will also be his dribbling. His dribbling stats aren't out of this world. The decent stats. I mean, obviously 81 agility and 73 bounds aren't the greatest. I mean, his agility is okay. 81 is bound to 73. You might start to think, is he a sluggish player? In my opinion, he personally is far from that. Actually, for his dribbling was very good. He's got 86 reactions, 85 ball control, as well as 85 dribbling, and finally 89 composure as well. I thought he felt pretty smooth on the ball. You can't expect him to feel like a Mohamed Salah, a Lionel Messi, or anyone like that. But I thought for the height that he does have at 6'1", and despite what his stats actually say, I thought his dribbling was a lot better than what his agility and balance say them to be. I didn't think he was that sluggish at all. In my personal opinion, I never came across that whatsoever. And obviously, he does also have the 4-star skill moves as well, which is also fantastic. So I will put that dribbling down to his second pro. His third and final one will also be his strength. Obviously, being in the height of 6'1", that's already good from aerial position. That's good just to have some good tall. That already gives you decent physicality just being tall in the first place. 65 aggression, 79 strength. That aggression goes up to 75. His strength goes to 84. He can out-muscle players. There was one clip in particular which you'll watch where the ball gets played right down to the right part of the midfield. He picks up the ball, sorts of speeds past the defender, or technically the defender keeps up with him, but he just out-muscles him. He just simply out-muscles him and scores from an acute angle, and I was very, very impressed with that. And I thought his physicality, in general, to be able to, muscle off players, be able to hold his own on the pitch, I thought it was very, very impressive, and that will be the end of the pros. In terms of his pace, I didn't think he lacked in pace. I don't think he felt as quick as what his pace says to be, and interestingly, the Hawk chem style actually does increase his pace, and puts all of his pace stats actually into the 90s, but I didn't feel he felt as quick at that. Don't get me wrong, I don't think he feels slow either, far from that, but he just doesn't feel as quick as like having 90 overall pace pretty much with that whole chem style. I didn't personally think that, but obviously, you know, it's nothing to put down as an issue to the card whatsoever because he doesn't lack in pace at the same time. It just doesn't feel like he's got as good as pace as what the card says for him to be. But on the whole, for 50,000 coins, or if you can do him less, I think it's a decent card to go for. It's not like a necessity to do him. It's not a must-do SBC, but I think, you know, as a super sub, you can work as that, or, you know, if you're building a French team or whatever, or you know, it could be anything, or you maybe just like Loic Remy or something like that. You know, it's a decent SBC for 50,000 coins. I don't think it's a rip-off. I think it's decent value in my personal opinion. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.